Hello guys, welcome to Behind the Crime Scene. Today we're talking about something that's been circulating quietly in the background. The claim that Dezi Freeman wasn't just another bush bloke, not just another prepper, not just a man with strong opinions about government and survival. No, the rumor is that he was what people in the prepping world call a ghost architect. And if that's true, if that's even half true, it could explain why the man has managed to slip through one of the largest and most expensive manhunts in Australian history. It explains why he vanished without a trace. It explains why, 3 months on, with tens of millions spent and specialist teams from all over the state crawling through the bush, nobody has found even a shirt button. Let's break it down. A ghost architect is someone who helps design survival setups for other people. Quietly, off the books, no Facebook page, no business card. They walk onto rural properties, usually by referral only, and help people build doomsday-style infrastructure, water tanks, growing systems, makeshift off-grid shelters, hidden tracks, escape routes, bush engineering that works. They don't advertise, they don't brag, they don't leave a paper trail. Everyone in the prepping scene knows who they are, but nobody outside that circle does. And what's circulating now is that this was Desi's role in the Ovens Valley, that he allegedly helped design multiple properties, not just his own, that he knew the region's survival setups better than anyone, that he was building these off-grid systems for years. Now, whether you're into prepping or think it's all over the top, that's not the point. The point is this: if Desi really was a ghost architect, then suddenly the whole story looks different. This wasn't a guy with one bush hideout. This was a bloke with access to dozens. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Even the property where the confrontation with police happened shows signs of prepper-engineered living. Water tanks, garden setups, multiple structures, improvised camping zones, signs of long-term use by more than one family. And now reports say that in the months leading up to the incident, several prepper families rotated through that exact property, living there, preparing there, testing the setup, leaving remnants behind. If that's true, then Freeman wasn't just living in a simple bush block. He was living in a fully operational prepper hub that he may have helped design. Let me ask you this. If you helped build half the secret survival spots in a valley, would you ever be truly trapped? Would you ever run out of places to go? Would you ever be stuck with no exit plan? Of course not. And this is where the early whispers about a canoe escape suddenly don't sound so ridiculous. Police murmurs back in the first week floated that exact idea, that he slipped out via waterway. Some people laughed it off, but if you understand prepping, you know waterways are gold. Rivers don't leave footprints. Canoes leave no tire tracks. Water routes bypass checkpoints, cameras and search parties. And if Desi designed multiple properties, he would have known every river, every creek, every inlet, every crossing, and every family along them. We're now 3 months on. 3 months, not 3 days, not 3 weeks. 3 months of helicopters, drones, tactical units, water police, combat vehicles, thermal cameras, cadaver dogs, intelligence teams, and nothing. Not one verified sighting. Let me ask you straight. Do you honestly think a bloke like that is still sitting behind a tree waiting to be found? Do you think he's hiding under a tarp while choppers fly overhead? Or does it make more sense that he's long gone, helped by a network he spent years supporting? Because here's the part most people don't understand. In the prepping community, loyalty is everything. If you help someone set up their survival system, that's not a casual favor. That's a bond. That's a pact. That's the kind of relationship where, if the world fell apart, you'd show up for each other. So if Freeman really was a ghost architect, how many people out there owe him? How many people trust him? How many shelters did he build? And how many doors could he knock on right now, where people would open up without hesitation? A lot of folks online started confusing preppers with the sovereign citizen movement. But let's get this straight right now. Those are two completely different worlds. One is political and legal, the other is practical and survival-focused. You can be a prepper without ever touching sovereign citizen ideology. And plenty of sources early on pushed back hard, saying Desi wasn't sovereign citizen at all. If that's the case, everyone's been looking in the wrong direction. Not ideology, infrastructure, not paperwork, survival engineering. And here's where the story gets deep. People are now suggesting this is exactly why police haven't found him. Because the land wasn't just familiar to him. He designed it. He built systems into it. He knew every single place a human could hide. Imagine trying to catch someone in a maze they built. Imagine trying to follow someone who knows every trail. Imagine searching bushland designed as a survival course. You're not catching that bloke unless you get incredibly lucky. And that brings us to the cadaver dogs. Every time a theory pops up online about something happening to him during the confrontation, people forget one thing. Cadaver dogs have been through the area repeatedly. If there was a body, anybody, they would have found it. These dogs don't miss. They're trained for one job: locate human decomposition. Nothing has been located. 3 months on, with a huge search zone, dozens of sweeps, specialist dog teams. No remains, no scent, no trace. That tells me one thing. The man left the area alive. How far he got? That's another question entirely, but given the ghost architect angle, I'll let you guess which is more likely. That he stayed close, or that he got out faster than anyone realized. Now let's talk resources, because this isn't a local council search party. We're talking nearly $100 million spent so far, and that's just the public estimate. Daily Mail sources are quoting between $1 million and $2 million per day in operational costs. That includes choppers at around $4,000 an hour, drone teams, water police, overtime, accommodation, catered meals, transport logistics, specialist units, criminal profilers, intelligence support, and here's the kicker, a whole CCTV network installed in the bush just for this case. 3 months, almost $100 million, still nothing. If you were still in that valley, hiding in a tent, they'd have found you by now. Then we get the police press conference, and the tone shift was massive. Last time I appealed directly to Desi. This time I extend an invitation to anyone harboring him. Straight from the horse's mouth, they believe someone is helping him. They've stopped asking him to surrender. They've started warning the people who might be sheltering him. Why the shift? Why change the target? Why focus on harborers unless you believe harborers exist? The answer is obvious. They believe he had help. And if these ghost architect claims are true, he had help before the first police car even left the station. Now here's something else to think about. Freeman was known to always wear a body cam due to previous interactions with police. That body cam is missing. The police officers who lost their lives, their body cam footage was reportedly taken as well. Whether any of that footage ever surfaces will completely reshape the narrative. Right now, we've only heard one version of events, but every story has 3 sides: the police version, Desi's version, and the truth. And until evidence from those cameras is found, nobody, and I mean nobody, can close the book on this case. So let's circle back to the big question. Was Dezi Freeman a ghost architect for the same people now helping him vanish? Because if he was, then this isn't just a manhunt. It's a network, a community, a web of preppers who know how to stay invisible. And if he designed their properties, what are the chances he's still in the valley? What are the chances he's alone? And what are the chances he didn't walk out through the very escape routes he created? Let me know what you think, legends. How far do you reckon he got in 3 months? Do you believe the prepper network is the missing piece? And does the ghost architect theory explain everything we couldn't explain before?